Hey smugglings, what is happening? Just wanted to give you a bit of context for the video that you're about to see, as I failed to mention it in what you're about to see, so I'm going to mention it now. I did purchase a PS3 500GB super slim console off eBay, and that is why you are going to see a lot of PS3 games in this particular video, and I'm very happy with it. As you can see there, the panel has come off, but it works completely fine, and that is all good. It was not listed in that particular condition on the site, but that is fine as long as it works. I imagine it might have been done in post, but that is completely fine as long as it works. That's the important thing to me. The console is working. I've used it quite a bit over the last few days, and I've tested it, and it is completely fine. And I'm happy to have it back. And I will say that you will see me buy a lot of games and consoles that I've bought previously, but I did sell quite a lot of them when I went to university years ago. So that is why you're going to see me purchase a lot of things that I've had before, and I will say this is my favorite game of all time. So apologies if you grow tired of that, guys. I will be buying a lot of stuff that I've had before and stuff that holds a lot of value to me, as I tend to not buy games just to have them. I really do intend to play the games I have, and it's no problem at all. If that is not the case with you, that is completely fine, but I just wanted to make mention of that before the video starts. So on to the video. Really hope you enjoy, guys, and I will see you soon. Hey smugglings, what is happening? Gonna be doing another pickups video for you guys here, and it'll probably be the last one I do for a little bit because my goddamn wallet is hurting, man. But it was worth it. I got some really great stuff that I'm excited to show off to you guys. So I really do have a lot of excitement about what we're gonna see for this particular video. I will note as well that this video will be quite erratic and non-linear, like a Christopher Nolan film, because I'm waiting for a few more things to come before I post the video at the time of recording, so it will be a little bit non-linear in that way. But we're gonna go through the games. It's still gonna be a classic smoggy joint, so don't worry about that. We will go through the games and we'll have a fun time, and we can talk about them in the comments. But I just wanted to let you guys know that right off the bat. So I'm gonna go with the first game here. First game I'm gonna show off here is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. That is the game. That is the game that is the sequel to Ocarina of Time, and it is a game that I have fond memories of, and I have a vivid memory of playing it during a particularly rainy day in Wales, which is not unusual, but this was a particularly rainy day, I do remember, and I was playing it in my little games room in my family's first house when I was a little wee Smaug. And I remember the old woman in the village that you visit, and she reminded me of my nan, and I went to I went to the house so much as a kid, and it's a game that I want to revisit, and it's got all the accoutrements within there. I'm not sure if this was supposed to come with the manual. It's got this little slip here. Who knows these days? Goddamn games are not coming with manuals most of the time, so who knows? But this is what this comes with. Got the little slips there with some shite. I don't exactly know what this is, like a Nintendo instruction manual is what it looks like, and you got the game here in cartridge form right there. So that's the important thing. That's the thing we want to do, is the game. So we got the game there, and I will try this out, which I have not done yet. It's been a little bit of a busy few weeks for old Smugger, so I will get around to trying that, hopefully. And I've come to realize recently that I am stuck in my ecosystem, it seems like, because I'm a PlayStation gamer primarily, and it seems like I am locked into there, and it really makes it difficult to want to invest your time in games on other systems. So the next game I'm going to show off is one that I had bought previously, but I didn't show off on a previous video because I did not have it at the time because it was in my other home. I have multiple homes because I'm so rich. No, I don't. I just travel between different places quite a bit, and this was with some of my relatives, keeping it safe for me, and that is Ico. That is possibly my second favourite game of all time. I sometimes say it's my first, but then I remember that I got Silent Hill 2 at the first spot. So I would technically say that Silent Hill 2 and Ico are in a joint #1 spot for me. And this artwork is incredible. I love the artwork on this particular game. And that's my favourite painting of all time. It's designed by the creator of the game, Fumito Ueda, and it's really beautiful and love the way it looks. Looks really stunning. And I've got a poster of this in my other home, and that is hanging up there, and I really love the art direction of this game. One of the most beautiful games of all time, and one game that is very important to me. I'm going to show you guys what is inside. We've got this lovely case here. We open up, and then we've got the game and the manual inside. Remember when we had manuals, guys? Remember that? Remember those days? Where did they go? What happened? Did we stop reading? Is that what happened? Can we not read anymore? And then we've got a case with some screenshots from the game. With Yoda, our companion in the game there. The girl we're trying to help escape the castle. And then we've got a section of the game that is very late in the game. I'm surprised they showed that on the cover there, but they've done it. But that is fine, and this is one of the best games of all time, and I absolutely adore this game, and I want to show off in this particular video. So that is Ico. Right, the next game I'm going to show is another one of my favorite games, and one that is very emotional for me because this is the first time I bought a game with my own money, I remember, and it's taking me back to the time. The more I look at it, man, it's got that enchantment to it. And that is Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the PS3. Castlevania Lords of Shadow is the 3D Castlevania game that was produced by Hideo Kojima, and he had a hand in developing this game. And developed by Mercury Steam, that would later go on to develop the Metroid games for Nintendo. And this is one of my favourite games as well. It is an amazing hack and slash action adventure game in the vein of God of War and Devil May Cry, and I absolutely adore this game. It's really great. It's got a really good story, and I remember it being one of the few games that my dad really took notice of when I first played it. And there's an opening section in this game when you're in a village and you play the main character Gabriel Belmont, and you are being attacked by lichens, these vicious werewolves that are appearing in the village. You have to defend the village, and the lighting was so amazing at the time and really striking. I remember catching my dad's attention, and he really did take notice of this particular game, and it's really awesome. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. I do love a lot of games in the Castlevania series, and there is one right there. There's Symphony of the Night right there, and I was trying to get the angle right there. It's right there. There we go. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is another amazing game. And Castlevania is a funny series because there are games in the series I really love, but I get quite frustrated because when I try to play the earlier entries in the series, I get stuck all the time. I got to the end of the first one, I got fucking stuck on that goddamn Dracula boss fight, and I'm like, fuck's sake. I was almost there, I was so close, you know what I mean? I was so fucking close. But alas, I just could not get past that particular part, but that is fine. I'm not a very good gamer, I will admit that, and that is fine. You know what I mean? We've got to learn our weaknesses in life, and that is mine. I'm not a very good gamer, guys. But I'm a smashing Welshman, and that's the most important thing, is that I am a smashing Welshman. And that is the case with that. And this is a very amazing game. If you haven't played this game, please play it. It is very awesome. And It's got Robert Carlyle as well as Gabriel Belmont. I forgot to mention that. Robert Carlyle plays Gabriel Belmont, the main character. Who doesn't love a bit of train spotting? So you got to play it for the fact that Robert Carlyle is in this game. So please try this game, guys. Very awesome game. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Okay, so the next game is a compilation of 2 games, and it's a HD collection, of which there were many on the PS3. And this is one that I can't wait to sample again. And that is Ico and Shadow Colossus HD collection. Classics HD. And this was developed by Blue Point, who went on to remake Shadow Colossus and also did the remake of Demon Souls, and they are quietly one of my favorite developers. They are a really amazing team, and they make the best remakes and remasters in the business, I think. And I love updating a game for current hardware. I think that's amazing, especially for classics such as these and games that are very important. I think it is an amazing task to preserve the legacy of these games that would otherwise fall into obscurity if they were not updated, and I do really appreciate them for this. And that is Ico and Shadow Colossus as part of the Classics HD collection. And I've said enough about these games. These games are some of my absolute favourites. I adore these games so much, and can't wait to play this Classics HD collection of Ico and Shadow Colossus. Next game I've got here is a game that I can't remember if I actually finished before, because I know that I played the first one and the third one all the way through and loved them, and I remember loving this one, but I can't remember the ending to it for the life of me, and that is Infamous 2. That's Infamous 2 on the PS3, and I liked this series quite a bit, actually. This was a very good superhero series when there were not a lot of great ones coming out. And I would argue that there's not many right now that are coming out that are great. I think the most notable example, and the one I consider to be the best at the minute, is the Spider-Man series from Insomniac. I consider them to be the best superhero games at the minute, but Infamous was a great series. I would have thought by now they would have put out the HD collection. I thought that would have been easy money, quite honestly, for Sony to just put out the collection of these games, because you've got the 3 Infamous games that were well received, and I thought they would have put them out, but apparently they are focused on Ghost of Tsushima, which I can't argue with because it's probably more successful in the grand scheme of things. But Infamous was a very good series, very fun, and gameplay is very dynamic, and I definitely think that I would like to see this series return at some point. And that is Infamous 2 right there. Hey smauglings, what is happening? Follow on from what you just saw. This is the following day, and I got the rest of the games here, and I'm going to go through those right now. So at the point where I'm at now, we're on Infamous. So this is the first Infamous game here. So I've got Infamous 1, 2, and then I do believe I have Second Son on the PS4 and PS5 as well. So that is that here. I very much like the Infamous games. I think they're really good, and they've sort of been forgotten about at the minute, but hopefully we'll see more from the series at some point. I know that Sucker Punch is obviously quite preoccupied at the minute with Ghost of Tsushima, but Infamous was one of the earliest superhero games that really did make people realize that they could be truly awesome in video game form, along with the Arkham games, which came out around the same year, actually, 2009. So we got Infamous and Arkham Asylum the same year, in 2009, and it's a very good game. It's quaint by today's standards, but I do like this game quite a bit, and that is Infamous right there. The next game I've got here is a game that I played the demo for back in the day on PS3, and it's a game that I've thought about quite a bit over the years, quite honestly, and it's one that is very much not discussed at all, really. And I wanted to give this another go because it's a very interesting game, and that is Folklore. You can see there that it's got the Best of E3 winner from IGN in 2007. And this was an early PS3 game, this was. What year did this come out? It was 2007, was it? Yeah, it did come out in 2007. And it's an RPG that has all these mythical creatures within it. And it's set in an Irish village. And it's got a lot of supernatural entities in it. And I remember being really enchanted by it. But you couldn't find it anywhere when I was a kid. And when I didn't have any money when I was a kid, I was kind of fucked. Because I couldn't get it. But that is Folklore right there. So I'm excited to try that out. Because I have played the demo, like I said. But I've not played the full game. So it'll be really cool to try out Folklore right there. So the next game here is Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Remember, this game was a victim of being released right next to Call of Duty Black Ops. I remember that quite vividly. And that is the main reason why it did not find an audience, I think. Because this is a really good game. And you could argue that it is derivative, and it really is in terms of the gameplay, but the story is fantastic, and it's written by Alex Garland, the writer of The Beach, 28 Days Later, and most recently Civil War, Annihilation, and Ex Machina. A lot of amazing pieces of fiction. And it's got Andy Serkis as the main character there, Monkey, you see there. And then the girl is Nitin Sawhney? Is that what her name is? Nitin Sawhney. But I remember that she was in a show when I was a little kid called Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. And I think that is her. Or I might be wrong. But I think that is her. But that is what that is. And it's a great game. I love this game. I remember playing this game on a sleepover. I remember I played it throughout the whole night. When I mentioned to my mate I had a cool new game that came out called Enslaved, and he was like, "Oh, awesome, let's go play it all night." And then I was the one playing it all night, and he slept, and I had a very great experience, and he fucking missed out, the loser. He fucking missed out, because this is an awesome game, and I loved Enslaved, really great. Can't wait to try that again. Next game we've got here is one that needs no introduction. It is Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. That is Guns of the Patriots, the fourth Metal Gear Solid game. And I love Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid is a great series. And this case is a little bit battered, I gotta be honest. This case is fucking gone through the ring. It's absolutely mullered, this case is, but that is completely fine. That is Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, which is a great game, and one that I can't wait to play again, quite honestly, because this is a great game, and I'm a very big fan of the series. And we need a new Metal Gear game, for fuck's sake. Where's the new Metal Gear game? Can't leave us on fucking Metal Gear Survive. Can't be doing that now. Need another game in the series. I know we got Metal Gear Solid Delta, which I'm very much looking forward to, but we need a new mainline entry in the series. So get on that, Konami. Please get on that. Get someone to do that, please. Do that. So the next game we've got here is Naughty Bear. This is Naughty Bear, which is an awesome game that got 2 out of 10 scores for some reason. I don't know why. This is Hitman if it was set within a Saturday morning cartoon, and it's fucking awesome. This game is awesome. I love this game. And this game is so good. This game is fucking good. It's so good. And I'm excited to try it out again. It may not be good when I try again. Maybe shit. But we'll see. And I really did love my time with Naughty Bear when I played it when I was wee Smaug. But that is the case with that. And I'm going to see how I feel when I play it again. But that is Naughty Bear. Try it out if you haven't. You might actually like it. So those are all the games, guys. Those are all the games that I've got at the minute. And it's maybe the last one I do for a while. And I've got a lot of what I wanted to get. I'm very happy about it. I do purchase mostly digital for the current gen hardware, but for PS3 the store isn't really that vibrant anymore, would you believe it, on the PS3, so it's easier to get something physically. And I do travel quite a bit, like I said, so I don't want to build too much of a collection, but at the same time I really do want to, and I think when I have more space I will build it out more. But that is the case with that. It's just a little bit difficult when you travel quite a bit, having a big physical media collection. But I'm slowly wanting to get a bit more, and I've got a lot of PS3 games that I'm very happy with, and that is the case with that. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thank you so much for watching, Smauglings. Really do appreciate you. You guys are awesome. I don't care what they say, you're awesome. And I will see you soon, guys. You guys take care, and I will see you soon.